Okay, so I am making these delicious cherry Bakewell macaroons. Not to be mistaken for macarons, these are simpler, they're easier, and they are great for the kids. What I love about this recipe is that it is so simple, not to mention completely delicious, but it's the perfect recipe to show off my baking tray. First thing I'm going to start off with is 2 egg whites, clean bowl egg whites, and then 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Essentially all we're making is a very simple meringue mix. And then 1/4 teaspoon of corn flour. We're going to start whizzing this up gently. And then as soon as it starts to kind of just froth up, we're going to add our sugar 1 spoon at a time. And you have to make sure as you add 1 spoon at a time, the sugar really incorporates well. And then just keep doing that till you've got no sugar left. And what we're going to be left with is a glossy, shiny, beautiful meringue. Right, check this out. Now look, we've got a meringue that is glossy and smooth, and you should be able to tip the bowl and it won't fall out. Perfect meringue. So now we're going to add that delicious Bakewell flavour. So we're going to add almond extract, a teaspoon of that in there, and that is going to give it that distinct almond flavour. And then a pinch of salt. And then we're going to add desiccated coconut. All in, and give that a really good mix. And what happens is the meringue acts like the glue, so we're going to mix it till it's all really well incorporated. And these are going to be chewy, almond flavoured, delicious macaroons. So what you're looking for is a mixture that is really well incorporated and you haven't got any bits of dry desiccated coconut. Now on to the best bit. Apart from the macaroons, of course, I get an opportunity to talk about this beautiful baking tray. Firstly, look at the colour. Beautiful, perfect in any kitchen. But that beautiful pattern that we've got on the base of the baking tray, I mean, it's not just a pretty face. It's not just because it's beautiful and it's different from every other baking tray. This actually has a purpose. Whenever you're baking and you're trying to pop your cake out or pull your cookies off, you need to create a bit of an air pocket. And what this texture does is it creates that air pocket. So everything just pops straight off. It's perfect non-stick. And we're not even gonna line it. That's how much I trust it. Now, we want to create these macaroons, and this is straight out of the 90s, rice paper. This stuff is amazing. It really holds that macaroon together. So we're gonna pop that onto the baking tray. Okay, so now we are gonna make 6 big, beautiful macaroons and pop them straight onto this rice paper. Use the spoons to just kind of flatten them out and shape them. We want 6 whoppers. So that's our 6 macaroons, but we're not finished, not yet. Glacé cherries. Pop that straight in the middle of each one and just kind of push them in so they really kind of just like nestle in there. So now these are ready to pop into the oven. The macaroons have baked and I've left them to cool just so they set a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut these out. I'm just going to cut around this rice paper. And what the rice paper is meant to do is meant to hold it together while you eat it. You can eat the rice paper, of course, and it just kind of holds it together. But I mean, in terms of non-stick, look at that. They literally just come right off. No looking for a spatula, no trying to eke them off and like scrape them off. They pop right off. So this pattern, it is not just a pretty face. Of course, we already know that it creates the perfect non-stick, but the perfect heat distribution means that you get an even golden color all over. And if I just peel this back, you'll see, look at that golden, kind of even golden all across. And it's across the whole tin. So I can pick up another one and I'll show you. Look at that, even golden all the way. Okay, so now it's time to decorate these beauties. So, simple. melted chocolate, toasted flaked almonds. Don't need anything else. So we've got our chocolate melted, got a good drizzle on it, and then let's just drizzle that chocolate all over the top of our macaroons. Now I like to use dark chocolate, but you can use whatever you fancy, milk, white, all three. Okay, so that's the chocolate done. And now just a final flourish of some toasted flaked almonds. You pop them in your hand and then just crush them in the palm of your hands. And then just sprinkle a light dusting, just for the added extra crunch right on top. Final flourish of almonds, and that's it. Perfectly baked golden Bakewell macaroons.